Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Asma and today I'm going to explain about the simple networking command which are ipconfig command, ping command and traceRT command. So I'm going to show how to use this command using the command prompt apps. So at the end of this video presentation, I should be able to use the ping command on the workstation. The second is I would prove that I know how to use the traceRT command on workstation. And the last thing is I should be able to observe name resolution occurrence using WINS or DNS servers. So first of all, before you start, you have to make sure that your computer has been connected to the internet. So after that, you can find the command prompt app from the search box. So type command prompt and click the app. So this is how the command prompt looks like. So right now we're going to start with ipconfig command. So ipconfig command, which stands for Internet Protocol Configuration, is a command line tool that is used to manage the IP address. It displays all current transmission control protocol or Internet Protocol network configuration values. It displays the current information about your network, such as your IP address, your router, and it also shows where your DNS or DHCP server is. So I'm going to type ipconfig and this is the result. So as you can see, it shows your IP address, which is IPv4 address. It also shows your subnet mask and your default gateway, which is your router. So the next thing is about a ping command, which we'll be using a lot for network troubleshooting. A ping is a signal sent to a host that requests a response. So the purpose of the ping command is to check if the host is available and to measure how long the response takes. So right now I'm going to ping the IP address of the router, which is 192.168.43.1. So this is the result. So as you can see, the ping is successful, which means there is a physical connectivity to the router on the local network, and it takes about 16 milliseconds for the maximum time. So this is the summary of the ping, which is it sends 4 packets and it receives 4 packets, and there is no lost packets, which means that this is a stable connection. So there is no problem with the network. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to ping the IP address of DNS server. So if you want to get the DNS server, you have to type ipconfig/all and you get the result. So as you can see, this is the DNS server and this is DHCP server. So this is you can get more information about your network if you type config/all. So I'm going to type ping 192.168.43.1. So as you can see, there is no problem with the connection. It sends 4 packets, it receives 4 packets, which means there is no lost packets. So next is I'm going to ping the loopback of the IP address of this computer, which is ping 127.0.1. So this means that the 3CP or IP is properly installed and functioning on this computer. So after this, I'm going to ping the UITM website. So as you can see, it displays request timeout, and it took times for the output to be displayed. So the output shows that all 4 of the packets did not go through. As you can see at the summary, the 4 packet sends and it received 0 packets, and it lost 4 packets, which means it lost packet which 100% lost. So this means that the signal is not exist. So the reason is whether the server is running down or using a firewall to block the ping request. That's why it displayed request timeout. So the next thing is about the trace route command. So the trace RT command is a command that used to show several details about the path that a packet takes from the computer or device you're on to whatever destination you specify. So I'm going to try to trace your ITM website. So trace www.itm.edu.my. So as you can see, the output display request timeout. So the request timeout means that the problem lies with this router, or we can call it host, that has to the UITM website. So right now I'm going to trace other domain names. So I'm going to trace Google. So this is the result that we get. So as you can see, there is also the output that display request timeout. That means there lies a problem with the routers, these routers. So we went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 router or hope before we actually reach the google.com. So the next thing is I'm going to trace a local hostname. So you can get your local hostname at the config ipconfig/all. Where is it? This you can get. So the hostname is my laptop. So as you can see, the difference in time aspect when I trace the Google or UITM website, it takes a long time or quite time to reach the destination. But when I trace my own hostname, the time is shorter because the trace does not pass through any router. So that's all for this video. So I hope you enjoy this video. So thank you. Assalamualaikum.